Hey folks, Mike Benzine here, and welcome to Thursday Night v Supercars America's Week 5. We are back at Long Beach, finally. And, yes, I am still buzzing from the Bathurst 1000. Thanks for asking. Yeah. It's actually kind of weird. I feel like I might have used up a little bit too much of my street circuit mojo in Bathurst, because I've actually been kind of struggling to get a handle on the car tonight. It's weird. It feels loose at times. It feels real darty, like the car will just suddenly break away from me. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We got 28 cars here tonight, I think? Yeah, 28 cars. I am car number 15. So, yeah, it's right about mid-pack, just where I usually am. Yeah, it's gonna be a game of me maintaining control over the car, because if it gets like super out of shape, it's gonna get away from me. So yeah, it's not gonna be like Bathurst where there's, you know, I can kind of slide the car around a little bit and move it. Here it feels like if I break the back end loose, it's going to the fence. So I'm gonna have to really pay attention to what I'm doing, and hopefully we can get a good finish out of it. So we'll see what happens. But first, let's get it qualified. Yeah, 14th. Not great, but yeah, I don't know. It's still struggling. It's having a really hard time planting the nose, and then the rear end gets skatey on corner exit. So 14th. I think I might have been in the 20.4s in practice. Like, if everything went to plan, I might have been able to get 12th, but I don't know. Whatever. The other thing that's carried over from Bathurst is the cushion on my seat still sucks. Really need to do something about that one of these days.
You'll have to stop for more fuel before the race is over. Half the field is on the grid.
I got the misfits surrounding me.
Mic check.
Loud and clear.
Excellent.
Green, green, green. Car on your left. Still there. You're on the right, 3 wide. Car on your left, 2 wide. You're on the right, 3 wide. Left side, 2 wide. Slow down. You got a penalty. We're cutting the course. Stay on the right. Left side.
My God.
Keep to the right. You got a slow car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Something like
Go right.
seriously. Clear.
Clear on the right. Go left. You got a slow car on the right. Left side. Stay on the right. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Still there. Clear on the left. Car right. Keep to the left. Clear on the right. Right side, clear, car right, stay on the left, keep to the left, keep to the left, still there, clear on the right.
Sorry about that, Alvarez, but I had a bit more time.
Got a slow car on the right. At the start finish line. Now, you've got wheel damage.
Cheers, Brian.
The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 1.6 seconds.
Right.
Car on your left. Clear.
Thank you. Thank you. There we go. Thanks, Brian. Thank you.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here. All the damage is repairable.
I wasn't even driving that hard and I spun. Jeez. I might be able to jump Ryan with this pit stop. We'll see what happens.
We're done. Get going.
All right. James, you can take him the right. Thanks, man.
The car in front is pitting. Car behind is pitting. The car behind is pitting. leader's pitting now. The leader's pitting now.
You guys
The leader's
double
pitting now. The leader's pitting now. The leader's pitting now. The car behind you is pitting.
Thank you, Alex.
Right side, clear on the right. Leaders at the start-finish line. Now. Leaders at the start-finish line. Now. got a slow car on the right. That car is a lap down. Right side. Clear. You got a slow car on the right. That car is a lap down. Great job, game to go. You got a slow car on the left, go right.
Thanks, Mark. Thank you. Thank you.
Left side. Still there. Clear on the left. Got a slow car on the right. That car is a lap down.
Thank you guys, appreciate it. No problem.
Got 5 laps to go.
Thank you.
You got about 5 laps of fuel left. You got a slow car on the right.
Thanks, Brian.
You got a slow car on the left. That car is a lap down. Car right. Clear on the right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, man. Team orders.
You've got 2 laps to go. The leader is coming up on you. They're not our fight. Left side. Hey, you're on the left.
You're blinking like crazy. Yeah, sorry, mate.
You just got the white flag. That means 1 more lap to go. Alright, there's the checkered flag. Set a schedule from testing, we'll get them next time.
Well done, Chesty. PC held up.
Yeah, thanks Jay, thanks for helping out too.
No worries.
I was worried the whole race it was just going to go nuts.
Well, that's what I thought might have happened, and realised it was Seb Tixier who was in fell.
Sorry Scott, I had no idea where you were.
That's right. I've got the unfortunate thing of having bad internet and you live in the car.
Your internet's glitching when you speak.
I was going to say, I got exactly 2/3 of that message.
Good job, Let Tough too. This race is hard track, but you did really well. Pit box in 10, 5. Okay, the race is over. Bring it on in. 2, 1. Right here. All the damage is repairable.
There. Oh, jeez. I had a good car and kind of threw it away. That was a weird race. So, yeah, the first stint, I didn't feel like I was able to fight. And as a side note, I thought that once Jason Fewens got past us, he would just be gone. He's pretty quick. So I had just kind of like settled in behind Christian and was just running there. Just staying behind him. I didn't even feel like I was pressuring him. I was just keeping his pace, and we suddenly started closing up on Jason. So I'm like, well, let's see what happens. And at the time, Ryan Pandisio, I think I said that. I just read that as Pandisco before, but no, there's another I in there. I'm going to say Pandisio. I'm sorry, Ryan, if that's not how it's pronounced. Um, he was behind me at the time, and as I'm following Christian, I glanced out at my relatives a couple times and saw that we were pulling a gap on him. So it's like, okay, this is fine. I'm cruising behind this guy. The car behind me is not able to keep up. It's fine. Let's just chill. And
Racing behind Seb Tixier was distracting.
He was going to show the...
I don't even know what lap that was. It was like halfway through the first stint, and we came off of Pine Avenue onto what is it, Seaside? I think it's Seaside Drive. Is it? I don't remember. The right-hander coming off of Pine Avenue onto like the back stretch of the course, and I was aware that the car was sideways, but I thought I'd saved it. I'll bet you if you watch the throttle trace, I'll come out of that turn, lift, and then get back in it, and when I like touched the throttle, all of a sudden the wall just like went like this in my face. I'm like, oh shit, no, I'm still sideways. And yeah, went perfectly 90 degrees to the wall, which was, I tried to get the thing to kind of spin around, but it didn't work, and yeah, I ended up like T-boning into the wall. So it's like, okay, find reverse, get the thing pointed back straight. Fortunately, I had a gap. Yeah, and then just set off again. They said the car was damaged. I'm sure it was. I think by the time I pitted, it said I had like a minute and a half worth of damage to repair. Didn't feel any different. I don't know if the car lost any straight line speed down the front stretch. It didn't feel like it went in that well. Maybe I shouldn't say that. It felt like it went in decently. So yeah, the front end probably took a pretty decent whack. But the steering was fine. The car handled just fine. So I wasn't, and they weren't black flagging me, so I wasn't too worried about it. I ended up behind Rich Jameson, and who else did I pull out behind? I ended up behind Rich, and he was catching up to Ryan. And it was the same kind of thing. It's like I'm just kind of like pacing off of Rich. There's nobody behind me, and I can see that we're catching up to Ryan, so let's just see what happens. Rich gets around Ryan, I catch up to Ryan, and I figure I can undercut Ryan on a pit stop, which I did to the tune of like 10 seconds, so that was nuts. I don't know if he had an error or if he just had a slow pit stop or what the deal was. And I think me and Rich pitted at different times, but after the pit stop rotation, we kind of found each other. He came out right in front of me, that's right. And again, went right back to just kind of following him, and I'm noticing that we're catching guys. We caught up to Christian. I was at that point in the race, when we came off of the pit stop rotation, I'm like, all right, so this has already gone bad. I've already put the thing in the wall once and had to back up and get the thing straightened out again. If I can get back, when I saw Christian appear on the relative, I'm like, if I can get back up to Christian, I think I'll be satisfied with today. Managed to do that. Rich got around him. I got around him courtesy of him going wide, because by the time I was on Christian's back bumper, we had like 10 laps to go, so I'm just going to sit back here and see what happens. I got time. I I can just kind of sit back here and either worry him to death or figure out a way to get around him. And he kind of provided me one. I don't know if he got into it too early, coming off of the hairpin in turn 11 or what, but we got like halfway. We went into the hairpin nose to tail, and he got like halfway around, and his car just went dead straight. So I hooked to his inside and took off, and I think when I came off the turn, I had a corner second on him. So I just pulled away after that. And Rich kept going off in the distance. He eventually managed to get around Jason, and yeah, I crossed the line on Jason's rear bumper. Thought I might, if the race had been a little bit longer, I might have had a shot at Jason, but, you know, it wasn't, so it doesn't matter. But, so let's see, I started 14th, finished 12th, in car number 15. Now, if I hadn't have spun, where would I have ended up? I feel like I would have either ended up, like, just ahead of Rich, or Rich and I would have had a fight. He probably would have passed me at some point. Rich was on it today. He was legitimately pulling away from me in that second stint, so good for him. Yeah, for him in car number 20 to get a 10th out of that, after starting 26th, holy shit, dude. Yeah, you had an awesome day. Yeah, I feel like there might have been a battle there. I might have finished ahead of him if I had played good defense, but I don't know. Looking back at it, I was not on my A game today. So, yeah, he probably would have got me. Yeah, so the spin probably cost me one position. Yeah, but that's racing. Like I said at the top, the car felt so weird. Yeah, it wouldn't plant the nose on, like, the fountain turn. It actually was doing pretty decent in the hairpin. I'm trying to think, what was the other corner that I was struggling to get the front end to set into? I mean, a couple times it did it coming off of Pine. Well, and that was the same thing. In practice, coming off of Pine onto the backstretch, if anything, the car felt tight. That was another turn where the car was having issues getting the nose to plant. So, yeah, imagine my surprise when I spun out in that corner. But, yeah, it was just a weird night. But I'm glad that I was able to actually get a decent result on paper. Usually it's the other way. Usually I have a really good night at the race, and then on paper it looks like I did terrible. Tonight was the opposite. Tonight the race was miserable, but I actually got a pretty decent result out of it, so I'll take that. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Take it easy. Have a good one.